Hey, 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 who's smarter than the average bear? No one. Mickey Mouse. Who's got all the da do ba 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 boom ba boom do 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 Yogi Bear. Oh yeah. So hey, well I'm sorry for the nonsense at the beginning. Welcome to another continuity analysis review thingy. Today we're here to enjoy another review of a continuity from the distant year of 2017, and it's from September the 8th, to be specific. So we got some stuff going on here. Let's review it. Let's pause it. We got a huge bee and a boy, and they're like talking about some stuff. Like, do you like flowers, little boy? And he's like, yeah, sure, I like flowers. And he's like, the bee's like, I love flowers. I love to go and pollinate flowers and like take the honey from the flowers. And then, do you like honey, young boy? And they're like, yeah, I like my honey. I don't know what they're talking about. Probably bee stuff, right? Because what else can you talk about with a bee? With a bumblebee, with a bumblebee, a bee, a bumblebee, a bee. Let's be a bumblebee. Let's rewind. Let's fast forward a little bit, because we don't know what they're talking about anyway. So, you know, a bumblebee, a bumblebee. Hey, look, we're gonna pause it when the logo appears, and here we are. Look at the wonderful logo right here. Isn't this insane? So many details. Okay, let's continue without pausing too much, okay? Pausing is not that good when you want to see what's going on, right? So Peppa Pig right now and the Nick Jr. logo. We skipped through that conversation of the bee and the boy because, who knows what they're talking about. Maybe they're like talking about topics that are not of interest to anyone. Who knows? Maybe they're talking about very interesting things, but we're not here to like eavesdrop, right? They're having a private conversation. So, hey, Peppa Pig with the jello being really mellow. So we got mountains and hills. We got a flat plain with mountains, more or less. So we got this girl which is on fire. This girl is on fire. That's the song that usually plays around this time. So she's a prima ballerina. She's got a horse, a regular horse, and a unicorn horse. Look at that dragon. Did you see that dragon? It was so unnoticeable. This dragon seems so unsuspicious. Like you didn't even notice it was there. Hey, counting 1, 2, 3. I can count 4, 5, 6. Hey, Dora the Explorer clapping for us. Nice. So din 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 din. That's probably what the melody says right now. And you got all kinds of cartoon superheroes right here dancing around, showing up. Peppa Pig right now. Could you imagine that Peppa Pig would be shown right now? And I saw George. No, not George Clooney. George Pig. If that's his real name. Is their last name Pig? That would be funny. So Peppa Pig. That's not like a description of who she is. That's her last name. That's her family name, most probably. So George's last name is also Pig. So maybe there could be a TV show, a cartoon about George Pig. Like when he grows up and fights crime, becomes a police officer, and he's like, not so fast, tough guy. And he's a police officer, and then he's got handcuffs and stuff. Or he can hand out parking tickets or something to people who break the law or something. Hey, look, Nick Jr. 2 sponsors afternoons on Nick Jr. 2. We got Crusher. Mix your afternoon up with some Crusher time. That's what they keep saying. No added sugar, strawberry milkshake mix, or whatever they call it. So we got the ostrich. Would be nice if I could remember the name of the ostrich. It was some kind of feminine name, like Nelly, Oli, Polly. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's like a pretty okay and decent cartoon, actually. It's not like a high-profile cartoon. You don't really hear about it much. But at least you see it in the bumpers for Nick Jr. a lot. And the next bumpers and the previous bumpers and all that stuff. So hey, look, we got the Nick Jr. logo and the cat, the black cat, and a lot of other cats, which we don't even notice most of the time. Like that green cat. Did you even notice the green cat? I didn't think you did. So hey, look at the Nick Jr. logos right over here. So we see a lot of green stuff. Oh hey, look, it's Dora the Explorer talking to you. And she's got some kids over there invited to do all kinds of stuff with the bananas and all kinds of fruit. Hey, look, the backpack from Dora the Explorer. Hey, look, this girl is actually dressed in the colors of Dora the Explorer. She's got a pink T-shirt on, and she's kind of got a similar haircut. So they're cutting cake. Did they make this cake? I don't know. Is it a banana cake? I like banana cakes. I like any kinds of cake. Actually, I'm pretty hungry right now. I would love some cake or any other kinds of food. So hey, look, a cool Everyday is an Adventure bumper. You don't usually get to see this often. It's a magnet who attracted Umizoomi or whatever, the robot from Umizoomi. We saw the astronauts from Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom, and Ben and Holly became astronauts. Did you see it? It was like you just missed it. Hey, look, a blue cat, a brown cat, a completely brown cat, a black cat, and a green cat. So many cats. Like, what's the deal with so many cats? Look, a completely brown cat, a black cat, a red cat. Did you see this like red colored cat? And I wonder if there's a blue cat. I didn't notice any blue cats, but there are so many cats in this sponsorship or ad or whatever you call it. It's almost like a bumper because it contains the logo, and if it contains the logo, it's like a station identification almost. So yeah, we got Underwater Patrol or whatever it's called, Pound Puppies. No, it's not called Pound Puppies. It's called Sea Turtles, Sea Patrol. That's how it's called, Sea Patrol. No, that's not how it's called either. Something with paw related. Sea Patroller, it says. nickjr.co.uk/Sea Patroller. So, if you had any doubts, will they tell us the name of this? Is this Paw Patrol? But